Welcome.
Is it rolling? I can't tell if it's rolling. I suppose
It says live.
Live.
Right
that
there.
means live. You're right.
It does.
Great use. That was almost like 3D. That was awesome, by the way. Listen, I'm going to have to impede in Tara's space because this right there, that right there, that bothers me.
This is not working.
Right there.
It's not.
It's not working.
I was going to write a message to people who are watching this, but I don't know how to do it backwards.
You know what would be a good idea?
What would that be?
Is to take the poster that you got for Tara,
Yes.
specifically for Tara,
Yes.
and put it up in her space. That would be very generous and helpful of you.
You know what? I can do that right now. You can tell them what we're doing.
Okay, so a while ago, Lonzo went and bought some posters. There you go. There it is. And we decided to put the Stranger Things poster behind Tara's monitor, so that when she came in, the first thing she would see when she sat down at her computer is 11 standing there going like this and looking creepy.
Yes.
And she did, but she also got the impression that the poster was actually for her.
Listen,
And so
that's fine.
So we retconned it and decided that the poster was for her. I shouldn't say we.
Let's say I'm the one that bought it, but
Lonzo.
that's fine.
Lonzo decided.
No, listen, I bought it with the intention that if she liked it, she could have it.
Well,
so it was always a possibility.
And you're a nice guy.
Yeah, and
so now her poster is covering the blank space that's in her area.
you're right, and we will place it back where it goes afterwards. That way she
think
can
we
look
need
at 11. No, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Just because.
Fair enough.
All right. So anyway, the show starts 7 o'clock, goes to 9 p.m. Upstate Pulse. Me and Chris. Cameron joining us tonight because Zach is off on
And
vacation, and Patrick requested off, so I let him have it off too because I'm nice. Even though people think I'm mean, I'm
Get
not.
this nice streak going.
It won't last. Tune in tonight, you'll find out. By the way, although it's hard to not be nice while holding the Bob Ross pop that I've been searching for
Finally got one.
forever, and I found it, and now.
Where did you find it?
Barnes and Nobles. Actually,
Barnes and Noble.
someone who might even be looking right now pointed it out to me, my buddy John Thomas, that he found one over there. So I went over there and I found one myself, and there he is right there. I just feel happy looking at it. Okay, there's more about Bob Ross tonight if you listen to our Mad World review, because Chris and I and Cameron went to Mad World last night.
Bob Ross is magical.
Yes. By the way, check out pictures and videos that have already been posted to our Facebook page, the Upstate Pulse. And Chris threw some up on.
I put one up on Instagram. Frankly, I didn't. I know. But I thought about taking more, and I almost felt like it would spoil it for people. So trust me, what's up on Instagram is much more of a teaser.
And by the way, the pictures that I put up on our Facebook page, the Upstate Pulse, it's not the inside of it. It's the waiting area. So
yes,
you can get an idea of what the waiting area is like, which is just
it has an ambiance all of its own.
Not a whole lot of spoilers as far as that goes.
No, I mean not at all. And just because you look at something and go, man, that's creepy. Not nearly as creepy as it is when they're staring you in the face.
Being there. Yes.
All right, a couple things we want to talk about in the pre-show. First of all, Krispy Kreme Jelly Bellies. No, I didn't get any yet.
Wait. Because I haven't heard about this, and I have to clarify. I have to ask for clarification. Are these Krispy Kreme donuts that are filled with Jelly Bellies?
No.
Or are they Jelly Bellies that taste like Krispy Kreme donuts?
These are Jelly Bellies that supposedly taste like Krispy Kreme.
Original
donuts.
glazed.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
You can buy them. I don't have the pictures. I'll post them on the Facebook page later. But yeah, you buy them and they look like they're in a Krispy Kreme box, a miniature one. You open it up and there are different slots in there with Jelly Bellies that might be different flavors of Krispy Kreme.
Interesting.
Yes. We're going to look for those because they just came out in August. I haven't seen any, so if you know where some are, tell us and we'll get them and we'll try them.
Well, Jelly Belly is the one that did the real adaptation of Bertie Bott's Every Flavor Beans from Harry Potter, and
right.
so you'd get jelly beans that tasted like gravel or mown grass or.
Did
vomit.
they really?
Yeah.
Taste
Yo,
like,
What did they do?
I was not
grass
adventurous
in there. Or?
I don't know. That's an excellent question. You'd have to ask.
They're my favorite. Earwax.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And how would he know? That's always a question. Like, how would Chris know if it
I
tastes
was
like
not.
gravel?
I was not adventurous. Well,
Although, listen, if you grew up in the late 70s, early 80s, like I did, and possibly any other time, and you made ramps with your bike,
yes.
and you jump said ramps,
you
probably ate some gravel.
You probably know what gravel tastes like.
Yeah, you know what gravel tastes like. And if you played football, you know what dirt tastes like.
You might even know the differences between all the sediments.
You might actually know that, yes. All right, a couple other things we're going to get to that we're not going to get to on the show, but we're going to get to on the pre-show. By the way, tune in 7 to 9 p.m., 106.3 WORD. And online, too. Or get the app, because the app
is great.
The app is awesome.
It really is good.
All right, Disneyland is making corn dog nachos. Now, here's the thing. I know that Cameron feels the same way, believe that you can make nachos out of anything. But I was wrong.
Really?
Corn dog nachos do not interest me one bit.
Question is, are they just like mini dog corn
They're
dogs?
mini corn dogs
Into
on
nachos?
nachos. Yeah, I just don't. I mean, I don't.
You know, when you
maybe it's because I don't like corn dogs. Maybe it has something to do with it.
that could have something to do with it. But corn dogs they're already battered in corn.
Yeah.
So if you put them on a corn chip, you're basically just adding a little bit more corn.
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem like.
It's
it
just
would
corn.
Be, it's just
corn
extra
square.
corny, but it doesn't seem like it wouldn't work. Like, I mean, you say you can make nachos out of anything.
Yeah.
The first thing that I thought of was peanut butter and jelly nachos. Does that sound like something that you would actually want to eat?
I'd rather have that.
Depends on.
Rather have peanut butter and jelly nachos.
If you had chocolate chips.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather have that.
Nacho chips.
Rather have that. Yeah, they have chocolate nacho chips. So I'd rather have that than corn dog. Oh yeah.
Yeah, chocolate everything.
They're tasty. Yeah, chocolate.
Okay, I'm going to take your word for it.
So I don't like it because, and Bob doesn't like it either. And Bob likes everything. I mean, he does.
Well, so speaking for Bob.
I am. Yes, channeling. That's what I'm doing right now. Okay, so, and the other question is, why in California, where Disneyland is, do they suddenly go, you know what? And I doubt they have that accent, but you know what? Let's put these corn dogs on nachos.
The one guy that's running it sounds like that, and everybody else sounds different.
Or it could be like,
this is actually.
Yeah, brah.
See,
you know what? Let's put corn dogs on nachos.
That's a much better Californian. But I wonder, this is actually in Disneyland, not Disney World, which is in Florida, which I could completely understand somebody in Florida coming up with this.
Yeah, me too. All right, a couple other things because we got to hurry. We actually got to go in and do a show. Anybody know what time it is? I don't know what time
I
it is.
do.
No idea.
As a matter of fact.
Yeah, it's
we've got 8 minutes.
Oh, we've got 8 minutes. Okay, so just a few more things to fill out there. All right, Chris wanted to point out that the oldest panda has died. Listen,
we do Year of Death.
I know.
And I know that we have rules for this kind of thing, that that they have to be a celebrity in America, that they have to actually be a celebrity. I don't know that we've actually stated it, but I would assume that they have to be human. But since this isn't going to go on the Year of Death list, I figured it was worth mentioning anyway.
We have a pretty big list.
Yeah, we do. This is several people.
Actually, there's 4. I added some to that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Anyway.
I'm sorry. The panda died. The panda was 37 years old.
Oldest panda in the world died in China this week. So if somebody asks you, if Alex Trebek asks you when you're on Jeopardy later, when the oldest panda died, you can say it was this week.
Am I heartless that I don't care?
No. It's just...
I mean, I'm sure 37 years in captivity, but still fed every day. I'm sure the panda was taken good care of.
See, and here's the thing: when I'm doing show prep and I'm looking at headlines and I see blank dies,
yeah, I got you.
Then it throws up a red flag for me.
Death. So. That's for us, of course. Okay, another quick thing. Then we got to go. All right, DNA reveals a Viking remains are of a female warrior commander. So.
Yeah, well, so what was interesting is that they had these bones from apparently a Viking grave in Sweden, and somebody finally had the idea to do a DNA test on them,
which is cool,
and discovered that they were female bones.
So, not to get political here, but all the women's rights people, hey, there've been women leading stuff for a long time.
Absolutely.
And good on her.
And
apparently she must have been a pretty good leader. She did die, but maybe she died of old age.
Well, everybody dies. But the other thing that it made me think of is we had that story, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago about the Babylonians being way better at trigonometry than the Greeks that we all think invented
but
trigonometry.
But you were more fascinated
I know
by
I was.
Because I hate trig. So
I know, no. And I get that. It's not my favorite subject either. But the point is, we still have a lot to learn about history. And this is just another example of, we've got this mindset of Vikings just being this male-dominated society, and yet here was a female Viking that ostensibly was a warrior commander.
I wonder if she was burly and her name was Brunhilde.
That might be where the stereotype came from.
It could have been.
There is that stereotype.
The Valkyries were all females.
Very true. All right, we need to go because we got to get ready for the show.
She was a Valkyrie.
On today's show, we are reviewing Mad World. We are talking about a protest for the It movie. We've got a ton of other stuff that we're going to get to, including Year of Death. A guy who portrayed gangsters just died, and a famous comic book writer just died that Chris probably doesn't even know about. We're going to talk about that. Tune in to the Upstate Pulse, 7 to 9 p.m., 106.3 WORD. And
thanks for liking us on Facebook.
Bob says
Ross.
goodbye.